now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds left.
Нормально, просто нормально. А є зай, которого по факту
Вітер в полі, але ЄГЕ трошечки, можливо, застарілі та не дуже актуальні драфти, але так чи інакше, ти казав про те, що там трошки впали ранги у гравців ЄГЕ. Мені здається, що у професійних гравців зараз з'явилися ще раз такі смурфи, вони грають зі смурфів, але їх краще приховують. Тому що і у Зая взагалі там зараз цифр немає на його основному аккаунті.
Може бути все, що завгодно. Слухай, проте, ну там же якусь кількість смурфів забанили, і Valve знову сказала, що ми будемо боротися і так далі і тому подібне. А по-друге, смурфи все одно рано чи пізно вони виявляються, і можна там продивитися, де чий смурф і хто на чому тренується. Тут же справа навіть не у тім, чи ти граєш, чи не граєш, розумієш? Тут справа у тім, що просто з якоїсь причини гравці грають гірше, і це видно. Грають набагато гірше, аніж було. Добре, друга мапа у нас розпочинається у цій серії. Побачимо зараз, що тут Evil Geniuses нам запропонують. Поки що запропонували ФП Фенікса.
Там вже грали вони з цим Феніксом на переграваннях, ми якраз
більше. Вони грали з Феніксом трійкою на переграваннях, це варто зазначити. І це може бути знову Фенікс для Віспера. Саме вони там грали Фенікс Баунті Хантер, і там для них це спрацювало, насправді.
Ну, але питання, це спрацював сам цей драфт, чи там просто SMG?
Ні, там я дивився ту гру, там там справа була у іншому трошки. На мою думку, Фуріон одразу для Ліквід.
По фарму чемпіон. Саппортської позиції, начебто, має бути.
Так.
Да, така єдиний, хто грав на Фуріоні на корі, це Мейн Контрол був. Єдиний.
Але вже не зіграє.
Вже не зіграє, да.
The one and only.
Да, і вже мені здається, що ніхто інший також.
До речі,
грати не
я пророчив Team SMG якийсь непоганий цей.
Да? Ти реально думав, що вони
Я теж, до речі.
Але можливо з Попієм, типу, якимось. Я це пророчив.
Ну, є інформація дійсно, що він тестився в SMG, але
він 100% тестився, Януелю не давали типу візу, начебто.
Так, і просто відомо, тому що...
там мало бути дві заміни.
Так, а і Найтпанда ж теж казали, що в них мав бути не ДМ, а мав бути Попій, але Попій відмовився, тому що він тестився в SMG, тому точно відомо, що Попій там вже майже був в цьому складі, але в останній момент дають Джануелю візу, Масарос, на жаль, залишився без візи, і тому з однією заміною.
Чекай, у Nine Pandas також мала бути заміна якась?
У Nine Pandas мав бути тренер.
Попій мав бути тренером.
Вони дуже хотіли його, і він відмовився, тому що тоді якраз тестився.
Хотів грати?
Хотів приїхати на інт хоча б такому рангу, типу, як тренер. Ну, на жаль, чи на щастя, не вийшло для нього відлітати за International черговий. Добре, Bristleback з'являється для Team Liquid. Чи не ризиковано брати цього героя отак одразу? Тому що багато команд вже знайшли до нього ключ. Купа всілякого health і heal reduction, той самий Viper, який може з'являтися. Ну, а, будь ласка, Doom.
Doom Grimstroke.
Ого, комбінація.
Game, and now they're going to pick up this Grimstroke that you mentioned, having double Doom. Doom doesn't mute items anymore, but it's still, anti-healing, so something that is going to be super good against Bristleback, because Bristle builds into Bloodstone. He also wants to get the Vanguard to become, unkillable, sit in the middle of the fight, so this Doom could come in super handy.
So this is shifting most likely the Phoenix down to 4, Grim 5, right? With the Doom coming into the 3 position, or is there a different way that you would play this?
Most likely. I think you want to give farm priority to Doom. They also haven't played it on position 4. I know some of the teams love to play position 4 Doom. 9 Pandas, definitely up there. It is a flex pick for them, but I feel like things are going to be, pretty straightforward in this one. Doom 3, Grimstroke 5, Phoenix 4. They might also switch between them. Depends which carry they want to pick. If they want to use the carry that utilizes this Inkswell, they might go for the killer lane, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, and if that Phoenix ends up being a 4, it's a little bit different from EG overall in the draft, because they are yet to pick their 4 position in that first slot. It's not really been the priority that they've been giving or showing. I know it's a small sample size at the end of the day, but it is something a little bit different when it comes to those kind of dynamics in the draft for EG.
I'm just thinking like what Liquid can pick here. I like Spectre a lot. I feel like this hero is super good right now, being on low cooldown. 20 seconds less on her ulti is pretty massive. And also just want to see some other guys that can jump Grimstroke, can jump Phoenix, have a bit of global presence from Nature's Prophet. So whoever shows on the map Spectre is not like exclusively late game hero anymore. She comes online super fast with the Blade Mail. And we've seen in some of the games that this hero farm stacks extremely fast, and it's all about stacking. Team Liquid didn't stack as much as they usually do, because they were like constantly running at AG in the previous game.
This time Liquid go for the Venge, and we'll see what they want to do to pair up with that in this phase of picks. They've got the Nature's Prophet, very mobile hero. Could potentially see something a little bit more global from them if maybe they want to go to like a safe lane Spectre and have Nature's Prophet TP in with a Shadow Step contribution.
5 seconds left.
And we can see the items that Insania went in the previous game. I really like this Blink Dagger on Ancient Apparition because it's not your typical AA item, but I've seen pro players picking it up from time to time where you just like jump on top of the target that is stunned. Like you pretty much become a guy that is following up on an initial stun. There's going to be like Primal Beast running in, Earth Spirit, you blink in, right on top, immediate AA ulti, and they can't dodge it. They will pick up CK and Vengeful Spirit, so this is going to be strong lane. Seems like Team Liquid, they want to fight in the lane, and also having some kind of a save against Doom. So you get to Doomed, you get swapped instead, and also CK. If you're the one initiating the fight, if you have your illusions going, you're going to have a hard time finding which one is real for Doom to find the right target.
And not looking like the easiest Doom game of the moment, and now EG probably thinking about what's been shown to them and how they kind of have to react with Phoenix, Doom, and Grimstroke on the board for them already. And it's looking like they are going to want a match here with something, but
I'm down for some Sven or something like that.
All right, as you say it, it becomes a reality. And that's something else for us.
The reason why I like it is just you want to be the one like finding the right target, going in and being the first initiator. We saw in the previous game that EG wanted to do that, but had a hard time finding the targets and also having cleave against CK and the illusions, plus also having
5 seconds left.
Item that like you build into Silver Edge, so you can break Bristleback and you have enough damage to kill him.
EG focusing the mid.
It's Dire's bans.
They ban that Sniper, ban the Earth Spirit and Pango, because both teams looking for a mid, so you're kind of getting down to slim pickings here. Invoker was already banned as well.
Sniper, not a traditional ban by any means. Team Liquid did run it once. This like a new build with the Diffusal Blade. And also in this game could be really good because you have extremely good frontline. You have Swap to save you, plus extra damage that you get from Vengeful Spirit later on, and extended range where you can kill Phoenix Egg without actually going close and getting in range of it.
So pretty much everything's been banned that Niche has played mid so far in this group stage, except for the Queen of Pain. The one thing still on this list.
Radiant's turn to pick.
They ban Puck. So let's see what EG want for their final pick. Liquid having the ultimate last pick, and EG are the ones who go for Quab. So now Niche, everything he's played is out.
Yeah, I like what EG drafted for themselves. Like this CK, he's gonna have a rough time dealing damage with his illusions, because now you have like this Grimstroke, you have Phoenix as well, with the protection, Sunray on top of them, Queen of Pain with the bounce back from the ulti. Not sure if I like the changes to Queen of Pain. This over time damage rather than the burst damage is a huge nerf to Quap, but like it can be good in some situations where damage over time cancels the Blink Dagger longer, but overall I think it is a massive nerf.
15 seconds left for Liquid. Pair up with the CK Venge Bristle MP, and it will be the Wind Ranger. So Wind Ranger, I know I saw you play it in the off lane for LGD, but they're going to be playing it here mid for Team Liquid. And how do you like this matchup, Wind Ranger against Queen of Pain mid?
I think they didn't have many options left. As you said, like Nisha needed to play a new hero because most of these heroes have been banned or picked Queen of Pain, so they needed something. I'm not sure if like you need the carry hard as Wind Ranger in this game. I feel like you need to be slightly more active early on because Bristleback can carry, and we saw that Zai can carry for the good 20-25 minutes early on if he's on this hero that becomes super unkillable. And this time, Team Liquid will have Vengeful Spirit, they will have Bristleback, so be aware of those stacks. What I want to see from EG potentially is invading enemy triangle and setting up some vision early on, like between 7 and 10 minutes, and go in with Pakaz. We know that Pakaz tends to get active early on, and maybe steal some of the stacks that Team Liquid's going to make for Bristleback.
Yeah, so when you're going up against a team that really does make a lot of stacks, there is opportunity to steal them. We'll see if they can cover that ground, maybe get good vision up there, and move over as a team to force Liquid in a position where maybe they feel uncomfortable making those stacks and or just leaving them open like that and forcing them to react into not only defending their stacks, but a fight that may not be beneficial for them. It will be interesting as we're going to be getting into this game number 2. The Wind Ranger, the last pick on this one, they was slim pickings, but is it everything you wanted in a last pick for Liquid?
Fortune and glory awaits.
Like good control if you're joining the fight slightly later on. If you get initiated on by this Doom, Sven, you're gonna die unless there's gonna be swap coming out. Like they definitely need to swap out the Doom target. So positioning from Insania is gonna be the key, and we already know that, you know, Insania on some of these saving supports, he's positioning his top tier. Nisha gonna scout things out in the mid lane. He already plays down observer ward. Taking the other side. Oh, there's been a huge nerf, like indirect nerf to Wind Ranger, because the item that she wanted to buy was Road of Atos, with build-up was 2 crowns, since you're being universal hero, that gives you a ton of damage. But ever since the changes to Road of Atos, the build-up, it's like you don't want to buy Vitality Booster. I've seen Wind Rangers picking up Power Treads, some going for Dragonlance, some going for Maelstrom, and then scaling, getting Aghanim Scepter. I think Lincoln Sphere in this one is going to be the key, playing against Doom, playing against Grimstroke Sven, so you can't get initiated on.
Taking a look at the game so far, as they were trying to get a D ward here in the mid lane, but they placed that sentry off to the other side. They know where it is now. They've pinged it out, and they also have a sentry that sees the obs of EG down in the bottom area of the map, so they might be getting 2 obs out of here immediately. See how they progress is maybe 2 bounty runes apiece, nothing really doing before that, and you can see Boxy coming over with Nisha. Secure this D ward.
In the end, they're gonna swap things around, have Whisper play Phoenix. He's really mean. Whisper is like one of the best offlaners in the world. He's like super stable. He's been stable for years in terms of his gameplay. I think, like, for me, he is the best South American player because he's just like that good. He can play anything, and we're gonna see Phoenix again. They did play Phoenix once so far in the group stage, and he did extremely well. Matthew, this is gonna be a fire lane. They wanna, but you're playing against Liquid.
Whisper. Yeah. Dousing the fire, extinguishing it out. Insania gets first blood. Matthew looking for a trade, not gonna get it, and immediately, just with the minus armor, the Wave of Terror, the early Chaos Bolt, they were gonna shut down Whisper in the lane early.
Power of Nature's Prophet, getting that early ward,
They're going
setting
ahead.
things up.
Long Matthew. I mean, look at the damage that they put on, and it's not like these spells have these ridiculous cooldowns, and level 2 is going to come around. They're going to have another stun to go with it. This is dangerous for EG. See if they go again, because Insania, he's still just level 1, but 2 for 2, and he'll have that magic missile to throw.
Matthew needs to be careful. He's very low. What is he bringing? Healing Salve, another Blood Grenade. They do have a lot of minus armor in this lane. Not so much early on, because CK wants to put another.
Oh boy!
His Chaos Strike.
Well, that's not gonna stop Zion.
He's gonna dive.
Kill. Whoa! Already 2
Box
kills.
is going in again. Box is thinking about maybe picking up the water rune, so C-Smile can't fulfill it. He wants to see where Nisha's going, or maybe TP top and try to set things up with Matthew again.
Insania's just gonna run him down. If there's a TP, I mean, the help is potentially not needed, as Insania is just gonna get a kill here onto the Doom, and it's already 3 kills for the side of Liquid and a 1,000 net worth lead.
And there it is, Moxie.
Out of control.
he was thinking where he wants to go. Do they want to kill Matthew? And I assume Matthew TP's mid refills bottle for C-Smile because he just got his loon snatched by Boxy. And Boxy's back to the bottom lane again. This also leaves some solo XP for a short period of time for Bristleback, so Zai managed to get to level 3, and I could see them playing aggressively. But you also want to get to your Vanguard timing, then Sven can't really hurt you in the lane.
Already at a pretty significant deficit. I mean, this is 3 minutes in. It's a 1k net worth lead. They control both Lotus pools, so they're going to get that advantage there of the heal. Okay, though, losing his courier to Matthew, who's in deep once again. He's also going to pick up a bounty rune, so doing whatever necessary. And Matthew, with that Treant Protector last game, was really trying to do everything that he could to save the game for...
Oh, Boxy bottom. They're playing super aggressive ace rolls. Should be enough to kill him.
Pakaz getting that kill a little bit too big for his britches as they get the kill on a Boxy, and as well as Pakaz getting at least something on the board for Evil Geniuses.
Insania, he's really feeling himself. Double bracer on Vengeful Speed. He has 83 damage. He might have the most damage in the game right now.
Matthew's dead. Icarus dive, but the Chaos Bolt's there. After the dive, the Blood Grenade, Whisper, one more, and it's with the Wave of Terror. They get both kills in the top lane.
Get hand of Midas. Just kidding. I mean, he has Boots of Speed, Double Bracer, Fairy Fire. Universal Hero, by the way. Really enjoying it. Look at him. Like, they're gonna come back to your lane. He has also Lotus, the one that you mentioned, and there's... lanes are falling apart. The mid lane is also not doing too hot because of that rune that they managed to steal from C-Smile.
Right.
Queen of Pain really relies on runes to be able to play active. Constant harassment. Nisha, level 5.5. C-Smile about to crack level 5, so big difference in the XP.
Not only that, he's holding onto a water rune and 2 charges on that bottle, so he's ready to just kind of have the sustain here and force C-Smile, who's got an empty bottle himself, out of the lane. It's a rough position to be in.
Denied.
You could see Nisha, well, they're on the power shot. Maybe Boxy comes in, Sprout go and get the kill. And he's up on the high ground. That's exactly what Boxy wants, but high ground maybe not the right positioning for it. Turns off the Watcher.
Even Insania is making a move towards the mid lane. Boxy's gonna pull off the creep wave. Yeah, there's Catapult coming. So this is going to be some big damage onto it. Let's see if C-Smile manages to drag the creep wave off his own. Nisha probably thinking about to going in. There's still Fairy Fire and Magic Wand available. Power Shot misses. So Box is going to drag the creep wave back towards the mid lane.
Top lane again. Matthew taking a lot of damage. Insania still here. He's got a Wave of Terror in 2 seconds. Matthew, one more shot till he's dead. Pops a salve, but Wave of Terror off cooldown thrown at Matthew to get another kill. And it's 6-1. Panda even shows up top, but there's not much he can do here. And now you're just kind of leaving Pakaz to his own accord over bottom.
We said that Insania, he really shines on these saving heroes, but he's the one dealing damage 5-0-0, 5 minutes into the game on Vengeful Fury. This has to be the best start you can ask for.
Grace, Inkswell, Sunray. He's got to save his carry. They've got to Sprout. Ballister's going to burn right over it. However, he's going to lose his life in doing so. Mickey survives. The Phantom's Embrace runs out. Thrown back over onto the Chaos Knight. Mickey, though, slaps it off. And Panda going to lose his life as Boxy's got a double kill.
It's the snowball effect. I could see Team Liquid also going in trying to steal enemy XP runes because they put so much pressure in the top lane. It means that the bottom XP rune or the XP rune on their side is going to be free to be picked up. Box is bottom again.
They have not stopped moving around the map. I mean, they have teleportation, but just the utilization of these twin gates too. And forcing the Grimstroke to go over mid to refill this bottle, it's not been fun.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Zai gonna lose.
No one is in the bottom lane. Yeah, they just spreading them out so much because Zai has Vanguard, which means that Sven can kill him. Queen of Pain is level 6. does not have a point in ulti yet, saving a point for now. Foxy will get that. Where's the moon?
Venom's embracing Swell. Maybe they get the kill here over mid. Scream used. Maybe Swell pops. Sonic Wave. That's a kill on Anisha. Desperately needed. But if they lose more than just Panda on this retaliation, it would be bad. They don't lose anything so far. The back end of a God Strength from Kaz coming over mid. He gets the kill on Epoxy too. Big kills to stabilize the game for EG, just a touch. I mean, the lanes had just dissolved for them, and they're lucky. Kaz is there as he was farming the jungle with God Strength.
Very important kills for EG. They definitely needed that. The lanes were bleeding way too much. Zai complete free farm in this bottom lane. How many stacks do they have? 2 stacks. Insania already in the triangle, trying to make some more for Zai so that he can pick them up. Gotta get that stack going. On the other side, there's some stacks being made right now by Matthew.
Ink Swell trying to stay out of it. They've got that Shadow Strike on Anisha. Box coming over. Scream, Sprouting himself, putting himself in an odd spot, but the power shot comes in. They get the kill to see Smile. They look over Matthew. Whisper trying to Sunray down this Wind Ranger. Doesn't get it. The Shadow Strike might take him out, but they got the Magic Missile to get the kill on Whisper. They look over Matthew. 4 heroes down the side of Evil Geniuses just like that.
Oh, Nisha surviving as well, toggling, using the magic wand, that extra regeneration from Bracer. Whisper used everything. Like, he threw whatever he could, but he's, like, if they had Supernova there, that fight is completely different, but since they got dumpstered in the lane, he's sitting at 0-4-0 at the moment. It does make a lot of difference. So he manages to survive. They get a couple of kills, and Zai, again, off-lane enjoyer, farming for himself. I believe he has mana boots coming, clarity as well, going into Aghanim Scepter next straight after finishing off that Vanguard.
Foxy with the Stormhammer, God Strength pop for this Inferno Blade and a kill there, so Pegaz gets himself onto a killing spree after dying early.
I said I wanted to see some aggression from EG where they go inside the enemy triangle and try to steal some of the stacks inside. I don't think it's happening. Like, it's not that a great idea, but there's also a bit of battle available. He's going to those stacks pretty soon.
See Smile, he's got him pulling away. They put the Phantom Embrace on him. They're looking for the Ink Swell, but now trying to blink out of range of the swap. Red Bull focus his attention on the Panda. Your terror, the damage with Magic Missile, Matthew getting low. They land the shackle shot, Sonic Wave, he is still taking down. But they'll let him in the kill. I think if Pegaz is at the same time, thanks to Fox coming in up outside. He's taking it before, Ace was there, and it does it.
Oh, that's a big one.
Supernova, down he goes. So
that's bad.
Trying to attack all over the place. Wrath of Nature. And Zero's low, but not gone.
Matthew picking up Purge Creep, like the range. The cast range on it is very small, but Tumbler Story coming in clutch, jumping on top of the Wind Ranger, dispelling her, which did result in a couple of kills. 20 kills in 10 minutes. I don't think you can ask for anything better. This Bloodbath Dota, always fun to watch.
So, I have an idea for blood grenades.
I'm listening.
Do you think blood grenades should restock quicker with each death in the game?
And it's not terrible. I heard worse ideas coming out from you throughout the whole DPC season. We had some bangers, though. You had some bangers for sure, but this is...
That one was TI caliber, I think. I don't know. Maybe. I'd implement that one. Maybe the frog agrees. 2K lead, though, for Liquid right now. Zai, yeah, he died, but he's working on an axe. He's almost got 2 components of it already.
And you're not lying this time. He actually does have 900 gold saved up for Axe. Ooh, this is a big kill.
Yeah, down goes Whisper. He's been trying to find some safety. He's 1 in 5 already in the game.
Insania has 105 damage on Vengeful Spirit. Going into drums next. His double bracer allow him, and look at this cool play. Going to engage from the bottom, and
he got the stun on the box. He was TPing up on the cliff. So everybody's going to come over. Blink, just trying to get the vision. Who's going to get it? Scouting, but trying to be a tree up on a cliff like that, but he'll end up dead. Wrath of Nature not doing any damage, really.
C-Smile has 2,000 gold saved up, thinking about what he wants to buy, whether he needs like some kind of Orchid or it's just going to be, you know, casual Kaya for now. Maybe Witchblade, it's also an option. You're playing against Windranger, so you want to have that True Strike.
I want to say I don't see that item as much anymore. The Witchblade.
Buying Blitz Knuckles for now? Okay, it's going to be Witchblade in the end. He bought Blitz Knuckles, thinking about maybe he wants to turn that into Orchid, then send his courier back. Smoke from EG. This is a big kill. Matthew got the Doom off.
Yeah, so they're looking to land the Sinkswell, but just out of range. Check the Fates, Smile coming over. They've got the Penance Embrace. That was a silence with the Doom throwing it back on. And there's the Sun Ray. They got him, but here's a turnaround. The Shackle's going to connect on the C-Smile, and they've got the silence. So now he's starting to run. Link away for the fight. This is really nice. Nisha's going to end up dead. Zai trying to get the kill here with the help of Insignia. They'll blow up the end, but they've got the Sonic away from the low ground. Zai on the run. He'll get a Viscous Nasal Dew on a Panda, throwing them up to trying to get him with that Quill Spray, and will finish him off with the help of Insignia. Matthew also falls. It's a 3-for-2 so far. Link, TP attempt, Wave of Terror. Insignia can't get the Magic Missile.
No swap, no Magic Missile. Just got the glimpse of it. They survived. I mean, we've seen the power of their lineup. This is also without Pakaz joining. He's farming on the other side, has a Blink Dagger being delivered to him, but some big damage coming up from Whisper. As we see, he managed to get those Spirit Vessel charges. Fire Spirits are maxed out. 2 points in Sun Ray. They still killed Supernova, but he got the job done. Also needs a little bit of recovery.
Going Midas.
Going for Hand of Midas. Yeah.
He's not that close to it. 1,600 gold. I was thinking what I wanted to say. He's got half the components. Almost there. Zai, meanwhile, 200 gold away from the axe. So that's going to be a big upgrade.
Radiant's middle tower's not feeling the love.
Look at Insignia where he's at net worth-wise.
It's illegal. He has almost the same amount of farm as Nisha.
Whisper. He's under this ward. Tumbler's Toy, Magic Missile, another kill on a Whisper. There's nothing he can do. The supports are so farmed on the side of Liquid, keeping up with the cores on EG.
Radiant's top tower's under
Level
attack.
10 on Vengeful Spirit, same level as Windranger.
Radiant fortified constructions.
Got that
Pretty
cast
good
range.
move, if you ask me.
Talent on level 10 and going for Aghanim Scepter. I feel like Boxy, they're actually doing it. I see Boxy buying some of the sentries, placing Observer wards. They want to have Insania to scale where you can use this, swap aggressively, save a Doom target, die, and then respawn with that Aghanim Scepter. Because when you get these smaller items on Vengeful Spirit, you're gonna farm a lot. You're also very good at fighting, because they can't burst you down. He's sitting at 1,400 HP right now, 7 armor, has drums, has Tumbler's Toy.
Matthew. You saw him do this with a tree and trying to farm out as far as he could, but now Boxy's here with Insania, Magic Missile, the minus armor coming in as they've got a Solar Crest on Boxy. And again, it's just easy damage for Liquid.
Grimstroke plus Doom is like very strong support duo if we're talking about like post 30-minute. Also, if you can execute the combo, but look at the amount of farm that Liquid supports have. Look at the front line.
They've got Zai, who does have this Ag, Sonic Wave, and Insignia only dying for the second time. They end up losing C-Smile for it. Whisper's in pretty deep, but they've got the God Strike from Kaz that damages out. They get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. Now, Soul Blind, but Cool Spray, Zai ends up taking out Panda. They've got themselves the Soul Blind. They have the double doom. Do they have the damage to get the kills? They'll end up blowing up the egg. Now they land the second shot on Kaz. He's sprouted up and killed off by Nisha. Matthew on the run. Nick ends up falling to Matthew. And now Nisha at least trying to get the finishing touches to his team wipe. They bought back on Boxy. They'll get the kill on Matthew. And it's so many heroes dying in the fight. But EG are team wiped.
EG executed. Like, this was pretty much the best fight that they had so far. This was Pakaz joining with the Blink Dagger, with his ulti, but the damage coming out from Bristleback, his new shiny Aghanim Scepter. You can see how much damage it deals. And now going into Aghanim Shard, also, like, I like the way, they're going to need some Lotus Orbs, they're going to need some Lincoln Spheres on side of Liquid. One of the reasons why Nisha is going for it is, you're playing against Doom, you're playing against Sven, they're going to cause you a lot of issues, and just like Doom early on has a Blink Dagger with this Purge ability.
Що подобається в драфті Liquid, хоча з іншого боку, знаєш, там сфокусувати всі гроші в одному герої.
Again, Pakaz.
Look at the damage now from Bristle.
It's so much damage from Bristleback. end up at the end of the day, like, they do get this game. Like, Zai is already doing so much. They do it as though top of the network, like, he is their saving grace right now.
They're going to take another fight as well. Once Doom is up in 50 seconds, I can see EG having BKB on Sven and be ready to go. Maybe even threaten Roshan, smoke into this top area, but speaking of Roshan, Team Liquid, they're not going to let go. They understand that EG have a really strong timing, so they're going to go in, use all of this minus armor from Solar Crest, from Viscous Goo, and Vengeful Spirit to get it. And look at that, Insania, almost Ags, as you like to call it, 2 components already done.
They're going to give that up. Root of Terror, Shackle connects, Matthew dead, Zai. Credit with another.
Go to plus. 83% already for Team Liquid.
By the way, Insania 8-2-12. 20 of the 25 kills here for Liquid. Despite the fact that it's a bloodbath. Again, 6Ks, maybe not as high as you thought it would be. EG after the laning phase kind of,
I think the like
long back
because it's well distributed amongst everyone. Look at the cores, look at the supports on EG. Sven, he has like the highest net with Phenophons in the middle, 2 supports in the bottom.
Whisper though in deep, they've got the Doom. They're trying to get a kill here onto Zai, but he's got the Aegis. They lined up the Supernova correctly. Oh, it's just a touch early, and here comes the turnaround. Ronami chose the Shackle connection, sprout behind him from Boxy. They get the kill on Matthew. They were only able to take 1 life out of the hands of this Bristle, and Liquid take advantage again.
I mean, you can still see damage coming up from EG as soon as Sven jumps in. They want to get him. He just showed bottom, so Team Liquid, they want to run at them. Misha, new shiny, Fear.
Oh, standing in the sprout.
He's going to be dead for a real
Power shot.
now. 70 seconds.
Yeah.
While back in the previous fight.
Moving it up to 8,000 net worth. Kaz still getting involved in these fights, not dying in that last one. And he's going into the silver edge. So they really want to make sure that Zai eventually isn't just allowed to be here in these fights and output so much damage. But even with 1 hero checked off the mark from Liquid, if they're able to get the silver edge and everything, there's still a lot going for them on this Dire team. It ain't that easy with just getting rid of the Bristle.
Shard, Aghanim Scepter, Bristle with Bloodstone. They need to focus him down. Like he needs to die immediately, otherwise they're gonna have a massive issue. But Mickey, he's been farming. He's like very close to Bristleback, very close to Sven. Going into Blink Dagger, Lincoln Sphere next, finishing off his BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This Viscous Nasal Goo is just vicious.
Yeah.
Illusion.
I called it vicious for a good 10 years.
A long time. But, I mean, you look at it with the combined back power of Hairball and everything, it really is vicious. It could be thick, it could be viscous, but it is vicious as well. And they're going to use this movement.
How do you take this fight? They're going to take the Tormentor XP room as well, available in 20 seconds.
Gaya's career has been killed.
Bristleback can pretty much solo it.
Yeah.
7 Goose stacks. Who's going to get it? Insania, of course, because why not? So now you have extra magic missile. It's not like it got slightly nerfed because it's 75% in that current cast range. You also have that level 10 talent.
But they've got Sea Smile in. Stormhammer's going to land onto the Wind Ranger. Icarus dive. Oh, they've got the stun. Whisper though. Sunray. Spirit Vessel on him. Supernova Sonic Wave all coming through with the Sunray from Whisper to get the kill on Anisha. Another BKB. They've got the Inkstorm. They'll get the kill on Insania. They'll take it a second. The Blink Fold trying to get the CK, who pops the BKB in time. TP's out and away from EG.
Not a bad fight for EG. They managed to pick up the XP rune on Sea Smile. He blinks in aggressively. And there was also Whisper so ready to take that fight. Dives in, gets the Supernova. Because they have really good heroes to protect the egg with. We're talking about Sven jumping in with the Stormhammer to push back from Sonic Wave.
Got another Tormentor as well, by the way. Shard for Mickey. That one's kind of annoying.
Almighty money.
Dire's
Into
middle
that
tower
Chaos
looks to
Bolt.
be disintegrating.
More illusions. Also, you can farm the creep wave, use Chaos Bolt on a creep, and then go back if necessary if you don't feel comfortable.
Dire's middle
Right.
tower
As you
is
see
under
what Nikkei's
attack.
doing right now.
Zills on Liquid's late later. Survived Matthew's Doom, which has shown to be complications in there for the side of Liquid. Lotus next for Zai. His courier's dead though, so he's gonna get that farm and eventually get there. And we were talking about the Silver Edge from Pakaz earlier, and not too far away from that.
Level 18. It's level 3 ulti in God Strength. It's massive damage. Like, these heroes are still gonna die. Everybody on side of Liquid building pretty much same items. Blink, BKB, Lincoln's here. We're gonna see what Bristle decides to go for. The Lotus Orb that we talked about is very important against Sven, Grimstroke, ulti, Doom, Fiend of Pain, like removing all of these stuff, the overtime damage from Shadow, Strike, from Witchblade, like even Phoenix, Spirit Vessel could cause a lot of issues.
Smoke was used, and they finally get it onto 4 of these heroes. Whisper, meanwhile, he's off away from the fight, trying to catch up. Maybe they're able to get something going here if they can find Zai, who just activated the Bristleback. Just missed them like ships in the night. Well, instead, back into the jungle and continue to farm. They didn't quite have everything there, but Liquid doing a good job with their Sixth Sense to avoid it. And from here, Liquid, they smoke themselves. They're going to try and make something happen on their own.
Both teams feel super strong about taking the fight. Whoever gets like first initiation, if they can maybe take out this dude, take out Grimstroke before it can happen.
EG
See,
split.
Smile, he has regen.
Looking for a swap.
Has that haste rune as well. Bit of a status resistance as well from newly purchased Kaio Sanj.
Look at Insania. Not afraid to aggressively swap, looking for someone. He's got the Ags now, so they want something. They look at C-Smile again. He's just on the cusp. Maybe top lane might be it. They are pinging away at Paz, who shows himself in the lane. Paz being greedy, farming these camps, and he's going to be spotted, but no, he doesn't get it spotted at the end of the day. He feels it.
So
He's out as
close.
well.
Nisha pinged it out. That was like 2 seconds too late. If they get that kill, that would also potentially secure them Roshan.
Yeah.
Roshan's going to be on Dire's side. Nisha going to the gates. He still wants to use this Invis, trying to get a kill. There is Deep Observer Ward scouting Matthew, who's farming underneath the tier 2 tower right now.
All nearby for the side of EG. They're showing Pekaz in lane. They smoke up. Again, another smoke coming in from EG. C-Smile going to be left unsmoked over mid. He's going into the Ags. Wrath of Nature gets used, and now they set up. I believe Panda trying to get the smoke on C-Smile. They need to try and find something, but the vision isn't exactly there, showing them everything. They've got a middle of the lane ward up top. Get their hands on a Zai. They find him. They go to the God Strength. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. This is smoke well worth. Kaz with the God Strength will continue to farm up this top lane, and they ping out Roche immediately. It's 14 seconds away.
Big timing for EG. They like this ward that you mentioned, caught a glimpse of Whistleback coming through, going for farm, and then Roshan's gonna respawn in a couple of seconds. Let's see if Panda goes back in.
Bottom lane,
inside the
Nisha.
Roche pit.
Doomed. That's commitment from Matthew, but they need to stop the TP.
Yeah, just TP out. Doom doesn't mute anymore, so you can use your items.
Under attack.
It's not as cool as it used to be.
It was way too cool.
He's going for top. Panda.
Surprised that Panda didn't just go inside the Roche pit and check when Roshan's gonna respawn, because they killed a big target. Like, this is the best target you can kill. Take out damage coming out from Bristleback, and now Liquid will contest. By contest, I mean they might be able to kill it. Double damage. Inbound for Pakaz, level 20. So Warcry armor. That's going to provide him a lot of armor against Bristleback, against the right click damage from CK, even Windranger. But it seems like Liquid, they want to go inside the Roche pit and kill it immediately.
They're in on it. Nobody here, though, for EG. There's this ward that sees Matthew. And This is going to be second row for Team Liquid. They're also going to get their hands on cheese. You're able to take away the Aegis from the hands of this Bristleback before, and then work with that afterwards for EG, but this time around, we'll see if it's as easy. They do have the double damage still bottled up for a little while, but again, they're under the vision of this ward that Boxy plays, and they're coming over on the side of Liquid. They've got the way to tear. They'll have to swap Matthew, looking dead on his screen already.
Good stuff from Insania, canceling the Blink Dagger, but yeah, vision has been key, not just for Liquid, but also for EG. Every single time they got a pick off, it was because of the vision that they placed. He's gonna find a neutral item, tier 2 token. Let's see what he's gonna pick up. Patchy Sliver on Zai. Zai will need to be very quick with this Motor Sword when they feel like they're going to precast it. Ooh, that's big.
Just
They're
the
not done. Insania has another swap available in a couple of seconds. Drums as well.
That Silver Edge is going to run out. Double damage has half the duration on it. We're still looking. Another one here. Zai activating that Bristleback has the Lotus on himself. That means there's no Stormhammer to be thrown on him, but Mikasa's going to farm right where they got Matthew picked off. They have the vision there, so they have the information of where this Sven's at.
Double damage is going to run out. Yeah, it's being
Radiant's bottom tower has
figured out that they just placed vision. This Observer Ward,
so
sneaky
much.
one from Boxy, provided them vision. Let's see, Matthew's not going to find it. It's out of range. Oh, they see him again.
They want to go. They've got Boxy TPing in already. Curse of the Old Growth, sprouting him up. The control is there. Focus fire and putting Matthew back in the grave that he crawled out of.
Matthew just pinged the high ground. He's like, there's a ward somewhere. I placed down sentry but couldn't find it.
These Boxy wards just doing so much for Team Liquid.
Find those sneaky bums.
Vision around the map is pretty good for them in great farming locations that EG have been utilizing. It's now a 10,000 net worth lead. We haven't really seen a 5-on-5 fight. It's just been pickoffs for Liquid all over the map. While that's been going on, because he's farming, it's going into the MKB. He's got the Silver Edge we talked about, but I don't know if it's going to be enough anymore. The deficit's becoming too much.
He still packs a punch. Like, Sven is almost at his peak. At the moment, you can purchase a shard. I think that's a big upgrade. Like, we've seen some of the Svens, like even in the TI qualifiers, especially level up, they love to pick up this shard on Sven early on just to be able to play around the team. Most of the damage inside of Liquid is physical. All three cores, like even a Vengeful Spirit with this Aghanim Scepter. I don't think we've seen Insania dying, to be honest, while he had Aghanim Scepter. Usually what you want to do once you pick it up is just run at people. They've been running at people. The problem is he's way too tanky and he's not dying.
The shard that we saw from Level Up, Dahak was always early from him too. He was never afraid to purchase that shard, knowing that if you're sitting atop of the net worth, the odds of you getting it from the Tormentor are pretty slim to none. Midas for the Doom. He's going into the BKB. He's got 3,000 gold going his way, and now Pekaz queuing up Nullifier, queuing up MKB. He's trying to figure out what he wants.
Sold Mask of Madness, bought Assault Curia, so that's going to be some extra armor for the team.
He's on high ground.
Minute and 20 left of that Agent.
Oh, they've got Insane with a Wave of Terror. Now they've got Zai going in with a Hairball. Use these drums, right on Beatos. That's control from Boxy needed to try and get a kill, and they will on a Matthew.
Boxy has been setting things up for Team Liquid in both of these games, especially in the second game. They're still not done. Zai, top of the high ground, with the Lotus Orb on him. Kaz needs to find the right angle. He might go for the backstab.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Needs to find his moment. He does have that shard queued up now, what we were talking about. They back away. They know there's not a lot of time left on this age. Just still 38 seconds, though. Maybe could have stayed for a little bit longer. Just don't want to give anything up for free.
Team Liquid is out farming them right now. Boxy, he TPs on a different side of the map, uses Wrath of Nature, uses this Sprout to get the farm. Treants stacking the camps as well with it. So doing pretty much everything that he can. And of course, EG slightly too afraid to leave. They might go for a smoke once they push out the waves. because they want to use this Sven, because Sven is super strong right now. Silver Edge, we haven't seen Bristleback being broken yet, I believe. There's also another Tormentor available. Zai's gonna take care of the business.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Not as cool as the 5 courier dazzle from Undertake.
Still very cool.
But yeah, cool nonetheless. That's my favorite way to take Tormentor now. By
Fox
far.
is like, yeah, I'm helping. So Nisha gets it. And on the other side, C-Smile gets one. So we'll have that Blink Silence and also Gale Force. Not as strong as it was when, you know, it was global ability, but it's still very good, keeping them in place, set up for a shackle, and also for potential Bristleback. Just those Quill Sprays, keeping them in place, so CK can deal damage as well. Got that level 20 talent, Quill Spray damage, so that's going to be pretty massive. Sven did pick up the shard, understands that he needs to buy all of the items that he can right now. No point to save for buyback. Sven, not that type of a hero, because he's relying on his ulti to deal as much damage as possible. Let's see if we can find someone else. Again, providing vision. This is going to catch Bakaz's bottom.
Nisha with this axe. There it is. Yeah, they go. They land that shackle.
Beautiful execution.
No buyback.
Swapping the Hex from Boxy into Shackle.
Whoa.
And we talked about like no buyback, but if he's outside of the base, this game is pretty similar to game number 1, where they didn't have buyback available and the game just ended pretty much. Let's see how much damage they can deal in 70 seconds. No Treant Protector on EG this time, so all damage they deal is not going to be healed.
Clean up this creep wave pretty quickly, but backdoor not activated just yet. They're a little bit hesitant, not knowing whether or not Sven's got that buyback, but taking the tier 3 and no buyback yet, giving them that little bit of a hint that, hey, maybe he just doesn't have it. We can go for it and commit. Backdoor finally kicks in.
They can still go through the backdoor protection and kill it.
Might be the last look.
Got
Radiant
creeps coming over. That'll be done in just a second. Oh, there it is.
has
It's at least one set of racks here from side of Liquid. Sending that anywhere 3 to 21,000 and still another 30 seconds. Got themselves a swap in the head combo. It's so smooth, it's so clean, it's so fluid. Liquid just make it look so easy sometimes.
This might be the game, like Bakaz 20 seconds. These are long 20 seconds, and again, he caught Whisper. 4 seconds done.
It's stun. He's just trying to get back into it as well. But he's, oh my gosh, gets him with the power shot. Make it with the tip.
That's it, they're playing against Mega Creeps. No Freedom Pain. Whisper does have buyback available. Bakaz needs to deal some heavy damage right now. They have one chance. If they miss this chance, they're going to be starting in lower bracket.
Not looking good. Whisper's got buyback, holding it for now. The tier 4 is low. And now, again, just having Nisha using that focus fire, cleaning up these towers, leaving the throne exposed. They've got the swap into the Hex. And the reality where they go to Soulbite, it's going to be enough for God coming in with a BKB. Does he have the damage? He will. He takes out Zai. He takes out Insania, who looks over at the illusion of Insania that he left behind.
Throne is exposed.
Swap once more on the green stroke. They're focusing the throne for the moment. Panda's going to fall. He's got buyback. Pops back into the fight. AK working on these smaller buildings while Zai's got himself the lotus. He'll be bombed back. He came back into the base immediately. C-Smile getting low. Focus fire once again. Supernova's going to be used here by Whisper. They look over at Mickey. They've got the BKB. They're chasing the CK back because of the Silver Edge. Maybe he go after Zai. He breaks him. He just fought back. But they've got the control. They have the Sprout. Nietzsche with the BKB as well as the Gale Force bringing these zeros on the side of BG back. Icarus dive all the way over, but he doesn't have the Supernova. Once they've got the reality, they've got the stun on the God. They've got the control on the Sven. They've reached him off with the Sprout. They'll get the kill on the Sven as well. It's 90 seconds without the carry. Zai back to full health. C-Smile and the rest of the EC trying to stop this from going down the call GG. And Liquid will take the 2-0 over this Evil Genius side with ease.
Very clean execution coming out from Team Liquid in this second game. Like the combos that they executed, swapped into Hex 2 times, is what kind of opened up the map. And also these deep observer wards from Boxy, from Insania, mostly coming out from Bot.